Every morning, you wake up your child, pack his tiffin and drop him off to the bus stop, secure in the knowledge that once he reaches school, he will be in the safe hands of his teachers. This is a relationship of trust that every parent has with their child's school. But what happens when your 7-year-old is found in a pool of blood in his school's bathroom with his face and throat slit? That is the horror Varun Thakur, a parent in Gurugram, had to go through today. As we speak, a post-mortem is being conducted on his child's body. He is asking, did I send my child to school to die?
7 साल का बच्चा था मेरा, स्कूल पढ़ने भेजता था, मैं मरने नहीं भेजा था उसको। स्कूल को लाख रुपए देता हूँ महीने के 1-2 क्लास के बच्चे के, इसलिए नहीं देता, इंडस्ट्री नहीं चला रहे हैं वो।
I didn't send my kid to die. An anguished father refuses to take back his 7-year-old child's body till his murderer is caught. A school bus driver, conductor and staff have been detained for questioning. The police has told parents, give us time till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning and you'll have your child's murderer. A hefty school fee but zero accountability. Is your child safe in school? We are opening up our phone lines. If you're a parent, do call us. As we track that big story with our reporters in Gurugram, also on the show this evening, the Maharaja's Manmani, Air India's Director of Operations, is found skipping the compulsory breath analyzer test. Instead of punishing him, the airline promotes him. Is a tipsy pilot flying you? That's a question we are asking at 7:30. And Maharashtra BJP MLA Raju Totsam caught on camera asking for a bribe from a government contractor. BJP sources say his career is as good as over. As we speak, the body of 7-year-old Pradushman Thakur is undergoing a post-mortem. The Standard 2 student was found lying in a pool of blood in one of Gurugram's best-known schools, Ryan International. His throat has been slit with such brutality that we don't have the courage to put that picture out for you to see it for yourselves. The question is, who would do this to a little child? And what sort of school allows a knife to be smuggled into its premises? And what sort of school keeps quiet, doesn't take responsibility when something like this happens? Take a look.
A cold-blooded murder in Gurugram's top school, Ryan International. A 7-year-old found in a pool of blood inside the school's washroom. His throat slit with blood splashed across the washroom tiles. A knife, possibly the murder weapon, also found near the body.
पहले भी सिक्योरिटी इशू इसमें हुए हैं। पहले स्विमिंग पूल में भी एक बार डूब के एक बार बच्चा इसमें मरा, तभी भी इन्होंने कोई एक्शन उस पर नहीं लिया है।
The gruesome murder sparked outrage, with angry parents vandalizing the school premises.
बहुत बार इनको बोला गया है कि भैया अपनी सीसीटीवी कुछ चल रहे हैं, कुछ बंद पड़े हुए हैं, सिक्योरिटी के नाम पे कुछ भी नहीं है यहाँ पे।
The victim's father leading the protest against Ryan International, demanding accountability.
7 साल का बच्चा था मेरा, स्कूल पढ़ने भेजता था, मैं मरने नहीं भेजा था उसको। स्कूल को लाख रुपए देता हूँ महीने के 1-2 क्लास के बच्चे के, इसलिए नहीं देता, इंडस्ट्री नहीं चला रहे हैं वो। इंडस्ट्री है क्या? पैसा बनाओ।
No, it's not. No.
An innocent is murdered in a posh school and the school management is clueless. In fact, soon after the murder, the principal mysteriously went missing.
Where is the principal of the school? Is she missing? She is nowhere to be seen.
I am telling you, I am officiating principal.
You're the officiating, but you have told me that you are the coordinator who is right now. But where is the principal of the school, I'm saying? Why is she hiding from the media? Why?
She is not at the minute here, in process. So they have sent me. I am taking the ownership. I am saying that I was there in the school.
The parents have made some startling revelations. They allege that the washrooms meant for students were being used by the school staff, including the school bus drivers and gardeners. The parents also claim that CCTV inside the school were not working. CNN-News18 managed to reach the crime scene, where we found that no CCTV cameras had been installed near the corridor.
the CCTV cameras were not working for quite long, and complaints were raised again and again in parents-teacher meeting, but they are yet to hear any official word.
The police has registered a murder case and the investigations are underway.
Knife has been recovered और उसी के बेसिस पे भी हम आगे इन्वेस्टिगेट कर रहे हैं कहाँ से आई है। अभी प्रिलिमिनरी इन्वेस्टिगेशन में ऐसा प्रतीत हो रहा है कि वो सीधा ही वॉशरूम गया है। इन्वेस्टिगेशन अभी शुरू हुई है। पहली चीज़ ये आइडेंटिफाई करनी जरूरी है कि who has actually committed such a heinous offence.
Ryan International charges a whopping fees for each student, promising best of facilities and foolproof security. But the reality on the ground proves that a hefty fee hasn't been put to any use. And it's not just a one-off incident. In January last year, a Class 1 student of the same school died after falling into a water harvesting tank on school premises in Delhi. There are questions that Ryan International must answer. How someone with a knife not only managed to enter the school premises, but also kill an innocent and escape without anyone noticing. Why the principal of the school went missing after the murder and refused to come out and answer our questions. And if a top school with a mammoth fee can't guarantee your kids' safety and take accountability, then who really will?
And there is some piece of breaking news that is coming in on the story. The cops have now told parents of Pradushman Thakur that they need time till 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. They are promising a breakthrough in the murder of this 7-year-old child. He was found dead in Ryan International School in Gurugram, found lying in a pool of blood. Now, sources are telling us that 3 people are currently being questioned. The bus driver, conductor and another staffer of the school for a possible link with this Standard 2 child's murder. We are being told that a second round of questioning as far as these 3 people are concerned is currently underway. I'm going straight across to our reporters who are joining us with more details. Tanushri is live with us from Ryan International School, and so is Sahil Murli Meghani. Sahil, to you first. You have been tracking investigations in the case. What is the police telling you? A, as far as who possibly the murderers could be, and B, very importantly, what the motive could be. This is a 7-year-old child. Who would want to kill a 7-year-old child, and for what reason?
Shreya, to your first question, as far as the police sources are concerned, they are saying they have zeroed in on 3 people, namely a bus conductor, a bus driver, and a non-contractual staff member of Ryan International School working here at the Sona Road branch of Ryan International School. And I've covered enough cases of Gurugram police. They have never been this quick. They are under tremendous pressure. They usually take about 24 hours to 48 hours even to give out their first reaction on any case that breaks out, which is of interest to national media. For the first time, they are being responsive, and they are also now initiating their second round of questioning. As far as the sequence of events are concerned, ever since an FIR was registered, police first of all looked at 16 sets of CCTV footage. Now, these are CCTV cameras spanned across the length and breadth of this school. Most of them were working. According to the police, they told us on record that the CCTVs they wanted were working, and thereby they were able to establish some sequence of events according to CCTV surveillance. After that, looking at that CCTV footage, they zeroed upon on a list of close to 10 people whom they started questioning at about 3 p.m. After that first round of questioning, my sources in Gurugram police are confirming to me that they now have reasons to believe that either this bus conductor, either this bus driver, or the third person could have been the main suspect, could have been the main accused in this case. However, they have now told the parents here that give us time till 8 a.m. tomorrow, and they promise them some kind of breakthrough. That's the word coming in from the Gurugram police.
Who would want to kill a student of class 2, 7 years old? We still don't have a motive yet. Tanushri Pandey continues to join us again from Ryan International School. Tanushri, I believe you have some very angry parents with you. We saw some of them come to school this afternoon, vandalize school property. That is not going to sort anything out. But the response of the school, frankly, has been shocking, Tanushri. Where is the top management? There is a child who has been murdered within your own premises. A, you have no clue of someone smuggling into your school with a knife, wanting to murder a child, and then you field a junior teacher to take all questions that are being asked. Where is the top management, and what are these parents telling you?
Absolutely. Absolutely, Shreya. It's been more than 8 hours that I am standing inside the premises of Ryan International School in Gurugram. And you know, it's been more than 8 hours. The principal is still missing. The principal on such an important day where a horrific and a grave incident has taken place. The principal is absolutely nowhere to be seen. We didn't hear any official word. We are yet to hear any official word from the top brass, from the top management as of now. The only one who was available from the school management to talk to us was a junior teacher, and she also had a dearth of answers for our question when we asked her that, you know, how could possibly a knife enter the premises of the school, and she was absolutely clueless. So the school management remains to be unaware, and the school principal remains to be absolutely missing. And we have been seeing since morning, ever since this news has come out, that parents went on a rampage, and they are saying their anger, their frustration is absolutely justified, Shreya. I'm in fact right now joined by some of the frustrated, some of the angry parents who are protesting. It's been more than 8 hours they are protesting outside Ryan International School. Some few minutes back, police was not even allowing them to come inside the school. The gates were closed, but since there is an extreme media pressure on the police as well, so police have now opened the gates, and we have somehow managed to speak to the parents. I'll take some questions. Sir, मुझे ऐसा लग रहा है, मैंने बहुत पेरेंट्स से बात किया है कि अब आप लोग के बच्चे भी यहाँ पढ़ते हैं, सेफ्टी का सबसे बड़ा कंसर्न हो गया है कि एक 2nd क्लास का बच्चा चाकू घुस गया, उसको किसी ने मार दिया, किसी को कुछ नहीं पता, तो सेफ्टी का मुझे लग रहा है बहुत बड़ा कंसर्न है।
देखिए मैडम, ऐसा है कि इस इलाके के जितने भी स्कूल चल रहे हैं, सभी स्कूल अपने मनमाने तरीके से आज तक एडमिशन के लिए फीस या मंथली फीस जो भी है वो डिसाइड करते आए हैं। पेरेंट्स किसी भी तरीके से वो देते आए हैं। ये जो इलाका है, इस इलाके में कोई बहुत ज़्यादा पैसे वाले लोग नहीं हैं। यहाँ पे बहुत ही छोटे परिवार, साधारण परिवार के लोग हैं जो 15 से 20-25 हज़ार रुपये महीने कमाते हैं। उसमें से वो 7,000, 8,000, 10,000 तक ये लोग फीस लेते हैं। फिर वो 10,000 में किसी तरीके से अपना परिवार चला के बच्चों को पढ़ाने में लगे हुए हैं। ऐसी परिस्थिति में रेहान स्कूल यहाँ पे एक अपने आप में एक बड़ा स्कूल माना जाता है। आप समझ सकते हैं कि जब अगर रेहान स्कूल में लगभग हर साल ऐसी घटना घट रही है, पिछले साल भी एक बच्चे की मौत हुई, इस साल भी इस बच्चे की मौत हुई है। इस मौत को आप जरा गौर से अगर देखेंगे तो 7:50 में लगभग इसके बच्चे के पिता ने स्कूल छोड़ा है। कुछ ही देर बाद उस पिता को फोन जा रहा है कि आपके बच्चे को ब्लीडिंग हो रही है, और उससे पहले यहाँ पे पुलिस पहुँच चुकी है। पुलिस पूरी चीज़ों को अपने कंट्रोल में ले चुकी है। इसके बाद इनफैक्ट उस बच्चे के पिता के साथ बहुत ही गंदे तरीके से स्कूल प्रशासन और जो प्रशासन है, दोनों ने ही बर्ताव किया। सर, बहुत पेरेंट्स ने मुझे बताया कि सीसीटीवी कैमरास भी वर्किंग नहीं है, और जो वॉशरूम है उसको ड्राइवर्स भी यूज करते थे, कंडक्टर्स भी यूज करते थे। ऐसी कंप्लेंट्स आपके बच्चों ने कभी उठाई थी, और मैनेजमेंट ने क्या किया था इस बारे में? इसमें मैं आपको बता सकता हूँ कि हम लोग समझ सकते हैं कि जिस स्कूल के पास इतने भारी संख्या में बच्चा है, इतने भारी संख्या में इनकम है, तो ये मानना इम्पॉसिबल सा है कि सीसीटीवी नहीं काम कर रहा होगा। इन लोगों ने जानबूझ के सीसीटीवी के साथ छेड़खानी करा है, ठीक है, अपनी करतूत को बचाने के लिए, ठीक है। सीसीटीवी जरूर काम किया है। इनफैक्ट इस मामले को दबाने के लिए आप लोगों ने कंप्लेंट किया था कि ड्राइवर ड्रिंक करके प्रेमाइसेस, कई सारे पेरेंट्स जो है ना, वो पेरेंट्स जो है उनको कंप्लेंट किया गया है बच्चों ने, ठीक है, और कई बार वो छोड़ने भी अंदर तो जाने नहीं देते, ठीक है, तो ये ड्रिंक करके कैब ले जाते हैं जो ड्राइवर जो है। इसके लिए मैनेजमेंट ने कभी कोई एक्शन नहीं लिया? मैम, अंदर नहीं जाने देता, मैम अंदर नहीं जाने देता। आप एक मीडिया वाले हो, अब क्या कर रहे हैं, अब ये इस घटना को ट्विस्ट में लाने के लिए इन्होंने क्या किया है, प्रशासन की तरफ से एक बयानबाजी आ रही है कि बच्चा कोई गेम खेल रहा होगा, जबकि एक 7 साल का बच्चा कभी भी कोई जो आप कन्वर्ट करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, ऐसे कोई गेम नहीं खेल रहा। मैं देख रही थी काफी आप लोग काफी ज्यादा आज गुस्से में हैं, और गुस्सा बिल्कुल जस्टिफाइड है। आप मुझे बताइए, आपके बच्चे भी रेहान इंटरनेशनल में पढ़ते हैं, किस तरीके स्कूल में नहीं है? जी, मेरा बच्चा आपके हैं। आपने क्या क्या आज तक बच्चों ने बताया कि जो हम लोग जो वॉशरूम यूज कर रहे हैं वो कंडक्टर? जी, 3 साल की बच्ची है, पोती है मेरी। रोजाना हम स्कूल के रूम में छोड़ के जाया करते। आज सुबह ले आए हम 9 बजे, तो यहाँ गार्ड बोले आज अंदर नहीं जाना। मैं बोली क्यों भाई? आज बच्चों के पेपर हो रहे हैं, डिस्टर्ब होते हैं। आज क्या बात हो गई? तब इनने ये जवाब दिया, रोज आते। अच्छा, और मुझे पूर्णतः शक है, और शक ही नहीं, ये बात मुझे पूरा 100% सच लग रहा है कि वो बच्चा बाथरूम में गया है और उस बच्चे की किसी के साथ कोई दुश्मनी हो नहीं सकती, क्योंकि बच्चा 2nd क्लास का होता है। 7 साल के बच्चे के साथ क्या दुश्मनी थे? जरूर उस बाथरूम के अंदर कुछ न कुछ गलत हो रहा था, जिसको शायद उस बच्चे ने देख लिया है, जिस वजह से उस बच्चे को मर्डर करना उसकी मजबूरी बन गई है। और सबसे बड़ी बात है कि आप समझ सकते हैं कि आप इससे अंदाजा लगा सकते हैं कि यहाँ पे गुड़गांव प्रशासन, गुड़गांव पुलिस कितना एक्टिव है कि 8 से 10 घंटा बीत जाने के बाद एक भी लोगों को अरेस्ट नहीं कर पाया है। इसका मतलब ये है कि प्रशासन बिल्कुल काम नहीं कर रही है, इन्हें अपनी कुर्सी पाके बैठने की आदत हो गई है।
अभी आप लोग के क्या डिमांड्स हैं? अभी आप लोग क्या डिमांड कर रहे हैं पुलिस से?
डिमांड ये है मैडम कि हमें अभी कातिल का पता लगाएं, और उसके पहले पुलिस जो अंदर क्या कर रही है, गेट पे पहले ताला लगाएं इसको, उसके बाद फिर कार्रवाई होगी। जो चेक कर रहे हैं या कर रहे हैं, अंदर जाकर मिटा रहे हैं पुलिस वाले, प्रशासन मिला हुआ है, ये 100% क्लियर है, सबूत को मिटा रहे हैं।
So you know, as we have heard from the angry parents who are protesting outside Ryan International since 9 a.m. in the morning, they are saying that they have absolutely lost faith in the top brass, in the top management, school management, and also in the police officials as well. And they are what they demand as of now. They are saying that as we have spoken to the parents as well, they are also saying that we won't collect the body of our son unless the police, unless the management, is being probed strictly by the police. Over to you, Shreya.
7:50 is when Pradushman's father drops him to school. At 8:30, he gets a call that your son is bleeding. Once he reaches the hospital, he realizes that his son is dead. Where is the school's accountability in all of this? Where is the top management of Ryan International School? It is simply not acceptable for a school that charges 80 to 90,000 rupees as fee every year to field a junior teacher to answer questions she is not in a position to or capable to handle. Where is the top management of the Ryan International School? Shouldn't we have heard from them? Shouldn't we have at least heard their side of the story? So far, no one is willing to respond to that. I'm going across to our guest this evening. Sumit Vora is the founder of the admissionnursery.com. You're here as a parent. You're here as
as a parent and as a both representing parents also.
You're representing parents as well.
Like parents, yeah.
And Amita Vattal is the principal of Springdale School, Pusa Road. Amita Vattal, I first want your reaction to what has happened at Ryan International School in Vasant Kunj. Yes, the police will get down to narrowing down whoever murdered this little child. That child will possibly be put into jail. But what about the school's responsibility, ma'am? How is it even possible for a school to allow a knife to be smuggled in once the murder has happened, once you have found the child lying in a pool of blood? I mean, there's no response from the school. The top management goes missing. The principal goes missing.
Well, firstly, my deepest condolences to the child's parents and to the community. There can be nothing worse than having a child dying. Having said that, I would say today running a school is an extremely challenging place because there is a lot that you have to put out there and there's a lot that you have to do to ensure the safety and security of children. In fact, the accountability of a principal is even bigger than the accountability of the head of state today as far as schooling is concerned. Having said that, I think it's very, very essential that when we are dealing with children, what is the access that adults have to that place? It's very clear that we cannot have metal detectors in a school because we're not running a jail. But having said that, it's very, very essential that adults really who are not connected with the school, or for example, if it's auxiliary staff like conductors or drivers, I find it very problematic to understand what they were doing in that school space, because it is essential that young children, their area is completely set off, and in fact senior students also do not come into those areas. And it's very clear that whatever has been done to that child, from whatever reports one is hearing, has been done to that poor little child by an adult. So what is this? Why are there adults floating around who cannot be accounted for?
Amita,
for example, I think it's very essential that most progressive schools organize an online analysis. Yes.
Amita Vattal, can I tell you what's the shocking part? The shocking part, as our reporter has been reporting through this afternoon, is that the gardeners of the school, adults, gardeners of the school, the bus conductors, the school bus drivers, all use the same bathroom as students do. And what is The scene of the crime in this case, it's the bathroom. Had this child seen something? We do not know. Was the child being abused? We do not know. That is a theory that the police is looking into. But, you know, the school has, the responsibility has to be fixed.
No, there is no question.
Absolutely.
There is no question, as I've been saying. No. As I'm saying, there is no question of anybody using a child's toilet. The question of it being a conductor or the mali or even a teacher. Even a teacher has no access to a child's toilet to use it. I'll be very clear about that, especially when we're looking at progressive schools. Having said that, I think it's very, very important that parents and the school must have much closer relationships. So if there are issues that these issues have not come up overnight, why haven't these issues been reported? Why haven't parents made it? Because the parent community today is a very powerful community.
They are, but ma'am,
they could stand out there and
here.
ensure that these things should have been stopped
ma'am,
much earlier.
I have a parent here.
Much earlier.
Amita ma'am, I have a parent here and he'll tell you that schools are not willing to listen. We just had parents there who were standing out with Tanushri who are saying forget anything else, they won't let us inside the school. Over and over again we've been telling them that, you know, there are malis and there are conductors and there are bus drivers who are using the children's bathroom, but no one wants to listen. I'm going to get a parent's reaction in, but I have Nidhi Ranjan who is joining me on the phone line. We've opened up our phone lines for parents who want to call in on the show. Nidhi, please go ahead.
See, parents today they are very, very vigilant. Even the kids, you know, even if we teach them, we are basically telling them about good touch, bad touch. The kids also know about it. But, you know, it's the school responsibility, you know, that who is going to enter their washroom. I think there has to be a nanny, first of all, for the younger kids. They need to understand whoever goes inside, I think it's absolutely shocking to know that the bus conductor or, you know, these male staff or even for that matter, the adult children,
correct,
you know, the teens, they cannot enter the kids' washroom. They have to be, you know, excused about it.
These are basic safety rules that are being flouted, not just at Ryan International School in Gurugram, but schools across this country. Thank you very much for calling in. I believe we have Sunil Sharma also on the phone line. He is an 8-year-old child who studies in Noida. Mr. Sharma, please go ahead. Mr. Sharma, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Hello?
Please go ahead.
Yeah, basically the problem is we should check, we should ask our child also and we should check the school regularly what is going on in the school. Every school is not same. We could not blame on every school like that way, but most of the schools are doing like that way. In some schools, they listen to the parents, they are taking the actions, they have counselors also, they are asking the teachers also, and all of them together helping children for grown up.
No, but maybe there was something to report. Do you agree with that? Maybe there was something to report, maybe there was nothing to report. Maybe this child saw something that whoever the adult who murdered him didn't want him to see. We do not know. We do not know. Right now, we do not know.
According to the UN Convention, a child cannot be outside of the guardianship. When he's at home, the parents are the guardian. When he enters the schools, let's say if he's entering the school, the moment he embarks the school bus, till the time he reaches the home, school responsible. Do the school check the credentials of the employee properly? What they're hiring as a mali, as a bus conductor or not? Who has conducted this crime? Second thing, first of all, what responsibility school has taken? In previous things like in this school only, some incident happened. We have got one point.
Ryan International School, Vasant Kunj, where a child was found floating inside a water tank.
No action was taken. The case was gone.
The principal was arrested in that case.
It was arrested, but you don't hear anything after that. What happened to the school? Unless some preventive action is taken against a particular school. An example is set for other schools. These things won't be stopping. You know, it will be like a passing a buck. Okay, someone did from the staff. We are not sure how you can hold her accountable. But as per the law of the land, the school is fully responsible for anything happening inside the premises of the school. The moment the child enters the school, it is the school's responsibility. And any parent can approach NCPCR, judicial custody, or FIR lodge an FIR also. So against the school lobby. So basically, all the schools have to make it sure the people they are hiring, the type of facilities they are giving.
The due diligence has to be done, and due diligence is not done.
No, it is not done.
It is not done. You know, all of this talk that we are doing today is of little solace to little Pradushman's father, who today is asking, did I send my child to die? Tanushri spoke to him. Just listen to what he's told her.
दुख का समय मैं आपसे ज्यादा पूछ भी नहीं पाऊंगी, पर आप ये बताइए कि सबसे पहले सर एफआईआर में मुझे आपने बताया, जैसे कि बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, कि आपने बोला था कि आपको स्कूल की प्रशासन पे भी शक है, उनको प्रोब किया जाए, बट एफआईआर में वो लाइन नहीं मेंशन की गई। क्या लग रहा है आपको?
बनाना चाहिए। उन्होंने सिर्फ स्कूल का नाम लिख के छोड़ दिया उसमें कि बच्चा यहाँ गया था, स्कूल की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है। बल्कि स्कूल जब पेरेंट कोई भी 8 घंटे बच्चे को छोड़ के आता है, तो किसकी रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी होती है? वो स्कूल प्रशासन की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी है ना। तो स्कूल प्रशासन पे क्यों नहीं एक्शन हो? अगर जिसने नाइफ चलाया है उससे बड़ा कल्प्रिट स्कूल का प्रशासन है। और जो कट था उसके बिल्कुल कान से लेके, बिल्कुल कान अलग है, कान से लेके यहाँ तक है बिल्कुल कट, बिल्कुल इतना डीप कट है कि वो पूरा मांस ऐसे लटक रहा है, 2 पार्ट में स्प्रेड है। 7 साल का बच्चा था मेरा, स्कूल पढ़ने भेजता था मैं, मरने नहीं भेजा था उसको। स्कूल को लाख रुपए देता हूँ महीने के 1-2 क्लास के बच्चे के, इसलिए नहीं देता, इंडस्ट्री नहीं चला रहे हैं वो। इंडस्ट्री है क्या? पैसा बनाओ।
एक मैं आपसे आखिरी क्वेश्चन लेना चाहूंगी कि आपकी डिमांड्स क्या हैं? आपने अभी बाहर बोल रहे थे कि आप बॉडी नहीं लेंगे अनलेस प्रोब नहीं किया जाता स्कूल मैनेजमेंट के खिलाफ। आपकी डिमांड्स क्या हैं सर? अभी
मुझे 2 एक्शन चाहिए। एक, जो प्राइमरी कल्प्रिट है जिसने उस पर अटैक किया उसको मारा, मुझे रीजन जानना है कि क्यों हुआ ऐसा। एंड जो मोस्ट अकाउंटेबल लोग हैं, स्कूल का मैनेजमेंट, स्कूल का प्रिंसिपल, उनके खिलाफ एक्शन चाहिए ही चाहिए।
What else can a father of a 7-year-old who was found this morning in a pool of blood dead with his throat and face, as the father is telling us, brutally cut, what else can he say? I'm going to leave it there for the moment. Amitabh Atul, thank you very much for joining us.
Yeah, I'll add one thing. All the schools, it should be mandatory for all the schools on pan-India level to make a child protection policy. And
but what's the point of these policies? There are million policies in Bangalore, for example, Sumit Vora, where children have been sodomized inside schools.
Exactly.
Incidents continue.
Yeah.
So rules are made. You know, Indians are very good at making rules, but no one wants to follow them.
If HRD ministry makes the rules for the schools, then we have to follow the law, basically.
Well, in India, no one believes in following the law. And, you know, really, Ryan International School needs to step out and answer some questions. The police is saying that they will have the culprit by tomorrow morning, but Ryan International School is equally the culprit. They need to answer some questions. They need to be in custody as well. We leave it there for the moment. Thank you very much, Sumit, for joining us, and Amita for being with us this evening on this very sad day. With that, I'm slipping into a quick break on the show. Coming up next, the Maharaja's Manmani. How instead of being punished, an Air India director was promoted for skipping the compulsory breath analyzer test. Shocking? Well, the story is getting more shocking. Do stay with us. Welcome back. That Air India is in a mess is something that we all know. What we are about to tell you and show you will show you just how unprofessional the organization is. So unprofessional that it doesn't care about putting your life into the hands of a tipsy, drunk pilot. The man who's responsible for your safety, the operation manager, director of an airline for Air India, is caught on camera scripting a breath analyzer test before his flight. And what does the Maharaja do? Well, they promote him instead of punishing him. Nagarjun Dwarkanath is getting us the story. Captain Arvind Katpalia, the man responsible for Air India's operations. The man who's supposed to ensure that rules are followed and passengers are safe. Now look at how he himself is flouting rules and endangering the safety of passengers that he's supposed to protect. In January this year, as Air India's Executive Director of Operations, he flies from Delhi to Bangalore and back to Delhi without undergoing the pre-flight breath analyzer test, which is mandatory for all pilots. These CCTV pictures accessed by Network 18 are showing Kaptalia signing the register without undergoing the test. His defense, he was running late for the flight and therefore skipped the test. His seniors didn't buy that argument and Katpalia was suspended for 3 months. But what happens next defies logic. Even before his suspension is over, he's promoted and made the director of operations for the airline. When asked about this gross mismanagement, here's how the aviation minister of the country responded.
My question is to Ashok sir. Sir, as you reiterated time and time again that safety is your priority, I would like to drag your attention to something that happened in January 2017 where Captain Katpalia, who happens to have headed operations for Air India at that point of time, he not only evaded the pre and post breath analyzer examinations in January, after which he was suspended. That was the first law he broke. After which he was suspended for 3 months, during which he was promoted to be of a part of the board of Air India. This is an either.
Specifically it is not on the larger issue of safety. It is on the narrower issue of safety as it relates to no pilots.
As per the DGCA requirements of a director of operations of any airline, he is supposed to have a clean record in the last 5 years. There should be no doubt to his character, his integrity or judgment in relation to flight operations, and he should have a history of compliance and regulatory requirements. But rules, it seems, don't apply to the debt-ridden Maharaja.
This is a serious matter of concern in the management of Air India. If the alibi is that he had come late, then let the flight be delayed. But that does not absolve someone to take the flight without going through all these formalities. And I hope with this expose by CNN, now the Air India management will wake up to the situation.
The Delhi High Court has wrapped Air India and asked them to conduct a full inquiry. It has also said that the Indian Commercial Pilots Association can file a writ petition to challenge Katpalia's appointment. Experts in the industry feel that Captain Katpalia had his clout within the airline, which is why he was being protected.
As per Air India, any pilot who tests positive or who evades the breath analyzer test, an internal charge sheet must be filed. Whereas in this case, nothing of that sort has happened, but rather Captain Arvind Katpalia was promoted as the director of operations for the airline. This kind of mismanagement is one such reason why the Maharaja of Skies is rotting in debt today. In Bengaluru, Nagarjun Dwarkanath.
Captain S.S. Panesar is a former pilot. He is the former director of flight safety at Air India, at Indian Airlines, I beg your pardon. And D. Sudhakar Reddy is the National President, Air Passengers Association of India. Mr. Reddy, to you first. It seems Air India is perfectly okay with drunk pilots flying a plane with 300 to 400 people on it.
Yeah, Shreya, first of all, I would like to know how, when there is a ban by the DGCA, which is a regulator, the PESB has appointed this particular captain as director operations out of 5 people who were shortlisted and who had applied for the post. Now, this itself goes to show that this gentleman has connections in high places. Otherwise, I don't think he would have been selected when the regulator himself has put him, suspended him for 3 months up to May. And his appointment was made in March of this year. And there are instances in the past of the same captain where, he was found lacking when he was flying the former Prime Minister, Shri Manmohan Singh, to London from Delhi. And similarly, there is another incident in 2016 where he went directly in the tarmac to the aircraft without going through any tests and said that he could not undergo any tests because he was late. And all these go to show that the government is not looking into details.
The government doesn't seem to be interested in Air India. You know, the way I look at it, the government doesn't seem to be interested in Air India. The question is, you have suspended someone, you have suspended a pilot for 3 months for failing to take the breath analyzer test. You suspend him in January, promptly a month later, promptly 2 months later in March, you promote him. You don't even let the person finish the punishment and you have promoted him. Captain Panesar, can a pilot get away by saying, "Arey, main bhool gaya, I couldn't take the breath analyzer test because I was running late for my flight"? How can a pilot put the safety of passengers to risk?
Yes, ma'am. I want to say something in Captain Katpalia's case, that it is not a pilot who goes to the airport who is drunk or something and go away straight away with the aircraft and put a key on and run away with the passengers. It is just not possible. When he went to the airport, first of all, what about the doctor? He didn't inform the operations that this gentleman has not done the test. Then when the flight dispatch duty officer came to know, did he inform the pilot on RT, please, you haven't done the medical, you better come back? And when he taken off, did they inform at Bangalore, gentlemen, please do his medical test on arrival? There are so many people who lack their duty in this department. Captain Katpalia has gone from a meeting in DGCA. Surely he won't be drinking in the meeting. I know Dr. Reddy saying, why he's been promoted. DGCA has punished him for 3 months.
You are saying he wasn't drinking. How do we know he wasn't drinking, sir? Sir, how do we know he wasn't drinking? Breath analyzer test to kiya nahi na?
Well, no. There's a meeting going on with the DGCA. Let the DGCA people who were in the meeting come out and say, yes, he was drinking in our meeting. From the meeting, he went straight away to the aircraft. I have also gone number of times where I have forgotten to do the test, but I was told by flight dispatch, please come back and do your medical test.
So I'm saying it is okay. Are you saying it is okay for a pilot not to do the breath analyzer? Sir, there is no political game here. The question is simple. You are a pilot. There are at least 300 to 400 lives that you're responsible for when you're flying them. The least you can do is ensure all these passengers that you're not drunk. How do you do that? By taking a breath analyzer test. It's a 3-minute job. You don't have time to do that, which means you're taking the entire system for a ride. Captain Panesar, I'll leave it there for the moment. I'm completely out of time. And Mr. Reddy, thanks as always for joining us. With that, I'm slipping into a quick break on the show. Coming up next, a day after Nirmala Sitharaman takes over as India's first full-time defence minister, the army has now opened up its ranks for women. Our combat roles next. Hopefully, that's coming up next. "24 hours after Nirmala Sitharaman took charge as the first full-time woman defence minister of India, the army is breaking a gender barrier and opening lower ranks for women. Over 800 women will be inducted into the military police, 52 every year. So far, women have been inducted into non-combat roles in the Army, Navy and Air Force only as officers.
We have got women officers in Indian Army, as you all know, but we had no women as far as other ranks are concerned. A proposal has been finalized now with the approval of the Chief of Army Staff that in our military police, Corps of Military Police, we are going to have a few women OR, which will facilitate our specific requirement at places where we need to have, at the moment we take the help of civil police, a woman constable, where the gender specific requirement is there. We will have our own CMP OR who will be women, and we are going to start this induction of theirs in a phased manner.
Okay, so the news is good, but here is the reality check. Out of 65,000 officers in the armed forces, only 3,500 are women. Do the maths, and the percentage is dismal. And they are not allowed on warships or fighting arms like the armored, the infantry and the artillery because of what the defence forces call cultural and operational reasons. The question is, will the forces now open their minds and hearts to women in war zones? Well, the new defense minister is saying she will try.
The biggest challenges you're going to face, because there's a demand which is coming in from a lot of women in the army, is of that combative role. Is there something you want to look at, if it's possible?
I think during his brief stint twice, Jaitley ji has taken a lot of call on a lot of matters. I also want to see the files to see where this stands. And even earlier, when I was a member of the National Commission for Women, these matters of women empowerment and true empowerment of women were discussed. So I think this is a matter in which I will definitely look into all the things before me with an open mind, that open mind which is required for this matter, and not patronage.
Well, we can assure you that she will face resistance from the defense forces. But she shattered one big glass ceiling. This should be nothing for her. And just to tell you that there are 3 women who are currently training as fighter pilots in the Indian Air Force. There's still some hope. With that, I'm wrapping the show. Coming up next is my colleague Shayoni Iyer. Do stay with us.